Eighth graders, we want to spend a little time today looking at careers for you. This activity is all about you and what you want to do when you finish your education. First of all, I want to review some of the options that you have as far as finishing your education. So, in grades 11 and 12, you can go to Tri Rivers. Normally, we would have toured Tri Rivers by now, but not this year. Um, It is a vocational high school. You learn a skill there so that by the time you graduate from high school, you're able to go out and get a job, maybe as a construction worker or as a cosmetologist, an auto mechanic. There are at least 16 careers that you can learn at Tri Rivers in high school. Your other option is a 2 year college after high school, such as Marion Tech, or a 4 year college or university, such as Ohio State. So, those are some basic options for you. Degrees that you can earn in college, I only review these because you need to understand these for the two activities for today. An associate's degree is a 2 year degree that you would earn at a place like Marion Technical College. A bachelor's degree is the degree that you earn at a 4 year college. And then after a bachelor's degree, you can earn a higher degree, which would be a master's degree, and after the master's degree is a doctorate. You can think of them as 2, 4, 6, and 8 years, but that's only sort of a rough guideline. College Credit Plus, I only mention to remind you, and there will be more information coming out on this, that that is an option that you have in high school. You can take some college classes during high school and get not only high school credit towards graduation, but also college credit. There are some classes that you take online, some that are offered at the high school, and some that you have to go to the campus to take. Ohio Means Jobs, which is the focus of the activity today, is a vast website. It's a huge thing, and we're only going to use a small part of it. So for today, I want you to find jobs related to your interests. And normally, when kids think about doing career activities, they think, oh, okay, let's see, I want to be a baby doctor, so I'll just go look up baby doctor. Well, this is doing it in the opposite direction. You start by listing the things that you like to do, the things that you're good at, and those are all combined for you. And the program tells you then, based on your interests and your likes, consider these occupations. So that's the activity and that's the goal. The backpack, if you have been in this program before, and most of you should have been in 6th and or 7th grade, the backpack is a place where you keep all of your answers, your activities, your results. So you can go back and look at them at any time. And you'll come back to it year after year, even through high school. So to get started, you're going to go to the website that's Ohio Means Jobs K-12. You want to make sure that you have the K-12 part included because, like I said, it's a huge, huge website. You'll get lost if you're not in the K-12 part. So look for the cardinal, the little red bird with the mortarboard, with the graduation hat. That's the opening page that you want to get to. As a reminder, your backpack is up in the right-hand corner. You click on that, and it should have all of your activities that you've done in the past. The first activity then for today, if you look under the Explore It drop-down box, you'll see the Career Cluster Inventory. That's the first activity for today. And if you've done it before, you can open it back up and look at it again and check and see if your answers have changed from when you were a 6th grader or 7th grader. It asks you 80 questions and about certain activities, and it's that you just click, I like them very much, I like them, not sure, or I dislike them. For example, going fishing, acting in a school play, helping 2nd graders with their reading. So 80 questions like that, and it gives you then your areas of highest interest, and it's in a bar graph with the greatest interest at the top. So you would click by that blue arrow, the word, in this example, finance, would be this person's area of highest interest, and that will give you many, many, many jobs to consider. So you click on it and you'll end up with something like this, sample occupations. And you'll see the first one under finance is accounting, about halfway down on the left column. You'll see the word accounting. And there are a couple of jobs in accounting. But if you look on down that column, you'll see that there's also an area of banking services, of business finance, of insurance, of securities and investments. And each one of those has a list of occupations to consider. So this one happens to be the banking services, and this one happens to be the business finance area, the insurance area, the securities and investments. And you'll see each one has a lot of jobs to consider. And this one, if you look at the bottom there, it says load more. So there are even more that are available. And notice that they're divided into categories of the first one, high school diploma or the equivalent, a bachelor's degree. You'll get a variety of those, but that's the categories that they're put into. So if you, and I'll back up a second, you click on the red words for one of those occupations, then it will tell you lots of information about it. For example, if you look down the left column, you'll see the work activities. So it gives you a list of the things that you would do if you were doing that occupation. It gives you the skills that you need. Skipping down a little bit, there's usually a career video, information about what it looks like to do that job, about a 1-minute video, I think they are. If you skip on down, it tells you about the pay that you can earn, either as an hour, per hour, or a year-long salary. And all the way down to the bottom one there, View All actually puts all the information on one page, and it's probably the best place to go to start because it's all there. So if you, and I'm going to back up a second, if you like that career and that's something that you might like to do, and I want you to find 10 occupations that you might consider, you save them in your backpack by hitting that little save button right just above the blue arrow there, save, and that puts it into your backpack. And if you look down the right column of your backpack, you'll see that careers I'm interested in at the blue arrow, anything that you save will be put into this backpack, so you can take a look at it. You can also X them out and get rid of them. If you find you've got 10 and you find something you like better, you can always get rid of one. So the second activity, if you have completed the career cluster inventory, is the career profile. It is very similar to the career cluster inventory. It asks different questions, but again, it takes your likes and what you're good at and gives you 6 areas of interest. So you get this pie graph instead of the bar graphs. And if you look at the bottom of the page, View Occupations, it will give you other suggestions for jobs that you might like to do. The last of the activities from Ohio Means Jobs, and not necessarily for today, but would be budgeting for your career. And if you go to the Explore It area and drop down, you drop down to budgeting for your career there at the blue arrow. And it asks you a variety of questions about what you want to have when you're out on your own. And it looks like this. Use the one on the right, the Ohio Lifestyle Calculator. It's much, much easier to use than the one on the left. And it will ask you, like I said, a series of questions, and then it will tell you, based on your answers, how much money you will need to earn in order to have the lifestyle that you want. So that's the third and last of the activities for Ohio Means Jobs. And in order to get started, you will log in using your student email as your username. The password is your initials in capital letters, followed by your lunch number, or 1234. Some of you might have used that in place of your lunch number if you've been in here in the past, followed by your initials in lowercase letters, followed by an exclamation mark. And usually those people who don't get it right have forgotten to put in the exclamation mark. So remember that part. So there you have it. Considering careers, three activities to do that will get you started thinking about it. If you can come up with 10 occupations that you might be interested in, that's an excellent goal to have.